Hello and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and Hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we're live on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Jubilee and Sun City Radio's Keta, Saboba FM Saboba, and A1 Radio Bolgatanga. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, President Akufo-Addo's pledge to protect the public purse comes under scrutiny as another of his appointees steps aside in the wake of calls for a probe into possible corruption.
Those who are coming to this administration thinking that it's an avenue for making a lot of money are going to be disappointed.
It is not enough for the president to continue to tell us that state institutions are acting.
Amidst growing discontent, calls for a thorough investigation into the embattled former Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources have intensified even after resignation from the position.
I mean, that minister, where you get that amount to 1 million, actually be big amount too.
In fact, she should be arrested. How did she get $1 million?
After 5 years in office, what do Ghanaians make of her work to rid the streets of filth?
I'll give her 50 over 100.
I can't give him 35%.
But for this place particularly, I will rate her work 30 over 100.
Details of that coming shortly in business.
Interest rates on the money market return to 30% bracket as government accepts all bids tendered for the T-bills. Details on the Joy Business Report.
Into my eyes, what do you see?
And after 12 weeks of competition filled with glitz and glamour, Tregan emerged victorious in Joy Prime's maiden edition of Cues and Lyrics music show.
To be very honest with you, this is one of the best written songs I've ever heard.
I am Amiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Details shortly. President Akufo-Addo's pledge to protect the public purse is up for scrutiny again as anti-corruption campaigners demand a show of commitment and a desire to redeem his image as one who clears appointees for wrongdoing. Cecilia Dapaah, who until recently was Ghana's sanitation minister, has become the third appointee of President Akufo-Addo to leave office amidst allegations of corruption and calls for a probe. There's more on the following report.
Those who are coming to this administration thinking that it's an avenue for making a lot of money are going to be disappointed.
President Akufo-Addo won his first presidential election in 2016 with a pledge to protect the public purse. The government has been confronted with various allegations of corruption. In April 2019, the presidency accepted the resignation of Minister of State Roxanne Bukari. This came in the wake of the then minister being heard in a leaked tape allegedly trying to suppress the publication of a story through an offer of a bribe to a journalist. In November 2022, President Akufo-Addo terminated the appointment of Charles Edubuahi as Minister of State at the Finance Ministry. This was after he was captured on tape allegedly soliciting bribes for top government officials. The latest incident to engage the attention of anti-graft campaigners is the theft of $1 million on the residence of Cecilia Dapaah, sparking spirited discussion on how she could have so much cash at home. She has since resigned. The Ghana Integrity Initiative's Maria Ada believes the president must show commitment and redeem his acquired image as one who clears appointees of wrongdoing.
It is not enough for the president to continue to tell us that state institutions are acting, while behind the scene, strings are being pulled to frustrate processes from occurring. We believe that for the president to redeem his image and then also take off that mantra that has been applied to him for some time now, that he is a clearing agent, we believe this is a time for him to act.
The president has, however, in a letter to the former minister, expressed optimism that her integrity while in office will be established.
Well, amidst growing discontent, calls for a thorough investigation into the embattled former minister have intensified even after her resignation from the position. We've been speaking to some Ghanaians on what they make of her situation and her achievements as a minister. Michael Ashale has more.
The residence of the embattled sanitation minister is a charming ground-level building adorned with cactus plants, golden trumpet flowers, and other beautiful flower blooms of red and yellow. Despite its pleasant aesthetics, the house is heavily secured by barbed wires and a network of CCTV cameras strategically placed to monitor its surroundings closely. Since the news broke, there have been many reactions. For those who share the same neighborhood with the former minister, their immediate concern is how she acquired such an amount of money.
I mean, that minister, I get that amount to 1 million. Actually, big amount too.
In fact, she should be arrested. How did she get $1 million? That money can build several schools for school-going children.
For some of them, her decision to resign is not enough.
I think they should investigate the issue properly.
In 2018, President Akufo-Addo appointed Cecilia Dapaah as Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources. In 2021, she said she was very close to realizing the president's dream.
I will give it 85% because
a drive through Accra on a Sunday showed heaps of filth begging to be collected.
I see the environment. The environment is good, so our country is clean. I'll give her that's 50 over 100.
I can't give him 35%.
And that was Michael Ashali's report. Now moving on, there are mixed reactions to government's decision to increase the allowance of national service personnel from the current 559 cedis to 715 cedis. According to the National Service Secretariat, the raise will be backdated to January of this year. While some personnel are excited about this development, some believe this is only a political gimmick to woo the youth ahead of the elections.
I think this increment came at the right time because we've been crying for long. Everything is expensive now, and then 559. So I'm just so happy that at least 100 and something has been added to our 559. At least it can help with our transportation.
Number one, MFA, Sika, MPDD. You haven't forgotten. Election year is next year. We shall see. They can bribe us with 153 points. Then 05 said, no.
And a raise of about 200 cedis and some change, or I really think it's beneficial to make a difference.
You had some national service personnel there. Now, they said the dams are too important to be abandoned in their current state. They want the basin of the dams deepened, the embankment walls firmed up, and the area of the dam widened. These are the demands of farmers in the Kare and Gorugo in the Talensi district of the Upper East region. Jojo Kobna has more in the Joy News Hotline documentary, Thirsty Dams.
I pray the contractor comes back to the site to construct it the way we want. If our dams are well constructed, we will support you always. We are waiting for the rain before we plant. Without rain, we can't plant. Where is the water that we will use to farm during the dry season?
This part of the story is called Waiting for Rain. The One Village, One Dam policy was meant to put an end to rain-fed agriculture. The government hoped that, just as people in Burkina Faso farmed all year round and even exported tomatoes to Ghana, people in the northern region would be able to do the same. Unfortunately, the people of Gorogo farm only during the rainy season. It is the main reason why the assemblyman for Gorogo, Roland Basama, is refusing to call the project a dam, and his reason is...
Actually, we don't call this one a dam. This is a dugout.
Amidst a dazzling display of talent and excitement that spanned over 12 weeks, Tragan claimed the title as winner of Joy Prime's maiden edition of Cues and Lyrics music show. Tragan's remarkable prowess and artistry surpassed that of her contenders, leading to a resounding victory. Here are excerpts from the grand finale.
What do you do when you can't let go?
A journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step.
The journey of Tragan to stardom began when she entered the competition.
Won't you stay with me? You think I'll leave you down when you're down on your knees?
The world is waiting for somebody like you.
Thank you. Tregan, whose full name is Tracy Theodora Nana Ifua Ekuban Hagan, was born on 21st August 1998 and has always been recognized for her energy and spirited nature.
My mama used to tell me, girl, it ain't that cool.
After an intense 12-week competition filled with glitz and glamour, Tregan showcased remarkable prowess and artistry, earning her a well-deserved spot among the 4 finalists in the debut edition of Joy Prime's Cues and Lyrics music show. With unique stagecraft, Tregan soared above the 4 contestants and emerged as the ultimate winner.
To be very honest with you, this is one of the best written songs I've ever heard.
And your winner for the maiden edition of Cues and Lyrics, Tregan!
Congratulations, Tregan, and all the other competitors. That's the end of the bulletin. In our top story, President Akufo-Addo's pledge to protect the public purse comes under scrutiny as another of his appointees steps aside in the wake of calls for a probe into possible corruption. I'm Amisi Nyamiche Thompson. Business is next on the morning show.